Missy Moo. Missy Moo. We'll just wait, as one does before I start chatting. I'm on time. I think I'm on time. Hi, Herman the Great. First here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hi, Joe. See, I'm on time. I'm totally on time. How are you guys doing today? I'm good. I'm good. I didn't think I was going to get here, but I did. Hi, Tommy. Good, Herman. That's good to hear. Been watching a few of your videos, and did you go on that race on that go-kart at all? I have done it before, and it's so much fun. It's been a long time, but I do remember doing it. Hey, Rainey. How you doing, sweetie? You good? I hope you're feeling good today. You always... Well, you did. I was just about to say, Tommy, is Monday your laundry day? It must be. Or Sunday is your laundry day. It's Monday for me. I forget. Sometimes you're all the way over there. Video, audio aren't working here. I'll even... Okay. Hi, Pamela. Welcome, welcome. Yep, I'm doing well. Can't complain. Things could be way worse. I'm good. The chocolate helped. I went down and visited Rainey on the weekend, and I took her a block of chocolate. And I figure if you're a chocolate person, there's nothing quite like having chocolate to perk you up, make you feel good. Yes, it's laundry day on Sunday. I thought so, Tommy. I thought so. But I'm glad you got it done in time. Because, I want you guys to join in with me today and be a part of this discussion, because I think it's something that's really important to talk about and get some idea from others and what they actually think about snakes. 23, Drift King Nation. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Yeah, it's just a subject that I have thought about many times. Hey, H2749. Going good? So far, so good for the start of the week here. Children are back at school. So, yeah, it's nice and quiet here, I tell you. How's my Lily and Jack? Well, Lily, I don't know if you can just see her, Tommy, is right there in her hammock. You might be able to see her. Just there, deep in shed. Are you okay, Joe? Is it all good now? Deep in shed. Her eyes are opaque, so they'll clear up probably by tomorrow, and then within a couple of days she will shed. Jack, I can show you, because he is up top in his hammock, just chilling up there at the moment. He shed just recently, and I've got a video that I will put up of Jack. It's actually on the day that he did shed, but I left him for a few hours before I got him out. But I needed to get him out. I like to sort of give him a quick check over, make sure that they're all good. Hi, Carolyn. Lovely to see you. I'm doing good, sweetie, just bored. Sometimes, actually, 23, I don't think I get bored. I can always find something to do. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because sometimes I need to just stop, and I don't. I just keep on going. You handled your Maclot's python for the first time the other day. He bit and wrapped me. So as soon as I put him in my... don't you love that? because that is a feeding response bite. That isn't a nick off, leave me alone. That isn't a anything but a feeding response bite, and they hurt. Did it hurt? I always find those ones are a little bit, ouch, that one really hurt. Hi, Azzy. Lovely to see you. Thanks, Darl. I know it's so early in the morning for you where you are, but thanks for being here. Juice my randomness. Carl. Hi. Amber. It's really early for Juice my randomness too. He's over in London. Haven't watched his channel. Check him out. Same as Azzy. Check her out. There's quite a few here that have really good channels. If you want to go and have a look at them and see what you think, make up your own mind. I'm not telling you have to. Just go and check them out. Come to be with some snakes. Good, Amber. My world in OKC. Hi. I'll be right back. No worries. Tommy, I don't go off any other contact to make up run out of contact. I don't know. Rephrase that, 23. And then I might be able to pick up. Yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning over there. Thanks. I really do appreciate it, Carl. I know I'm not up at 1:30 in the morning. I'd be fast asleep. But for some people, they're night owls. And I know you are, Carl. I know you're a night owl. Which baby do you have? My baby today is a Pani. And a Pani is actually 16 months old. So she's not really a baby in the snake world. She just looks like she's a baby, but she's not. She's never going to be a big snake. And actually somebody asked me what I felt was a good first snake to actually start with. And, I did say a spotted python because I do believe they are a really good first snake. They're not nippy. Well, mine haven't been, and I've got two. They don't get too big. They're pretty easy to care for as far as I'm concerned. You never need a great big enclosure for them. But they love to climb. And they're just a nice size. I can lug Maya around with me all day over my shoulders, but you think of Jack and Lily and even Jessie, I can't do it. I just can't do it all day. I can do it for a while, but not all day. You're a night owl too, Amber. I used to be. Honestly, I used to be, but boy, I get to 8:30 at night and I'm like, I'm going to bed now. I'm just too tired. I force myself to stay awake some nights to get some editing done. But otherwise, I go to bed around 8:30 and I read. And I read and I read. Like I said in one of my videos, until the book starts falling and it jolts me awake. And then I think, turn out the light, okay. But I love reading. It's Sunday, 5:38 p.m. in the US, West Coast. Okay. And I know there's all varying time zones over there, Amber. So, or Pamela, I mean. I can't keep up East Coast, West Coast, mountain time. There's all different times. So here in Australia, we do have different time zones. All the way over the west is 3 hours behind in Western Australia to the East Coast. But as for north and south, the only time that changes is when it's daylight savings and it's an hour's difference. So the only time difference we get majorly is Western Australia to south to Eastern Australia. So that's good for me because I'm not very good at it. I don't know of any other content to make. Sorry, I didn't read that right. at all 23 content. Do you know, I get what you're saying. And you can have creator block, totally get blocked. And sometimes it's good to step back from YouTube. And I know you've done that, taken some time off and given things some thought. But we do get creator block. Honestly, we do. And I mean, I have my snakes. And even I go, I've got nothing really to talk about. Honestly, you're not on your own, 23. I think about that even the last couple of days. What will I have a subject? Or am I just better off chatting away to you guys? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you prefer just to have a conversation about anything that you feel like talking about? Or something you want to talk about with snakes? Anything? I don't know. Sometimes I think it's just good to have a chill day with people and just say, what's up? How you doing? What's happening in your life? What's happening with you? What issues may you have? What concerns you right now? What would you like to chat about? How can some people help you out? So 23 is a great supporter. Honestly, I just want to grab some comments before yes, this time I can't stay watching you now. Big hugs, no worries, Azzy, bye. And I know you'll watch the replay, Dom. I shouldn't be a night out as I'm so tired, but couldn't resist at least. Thanks, Carl. You know, I appreciate it. And, you know, you need to get some sleep. The fact that you've popped in and said hello means the world to me anyway. For me, that's more important than anything else, is popping in and saying hello to somebody when they go live, if you can, if you're awake. I often say to people, I'm so sorry, but I was sleeping. It's not like I'm sitting here watching the notifications pop up and I go, I don't care. If I can get there, I will honestly try. You love reading too, Amber. Cool. That's great. I think we learn, don't we? Every time we pick up a book, and I don't care whether it's a love story, even a Mills and Boons, which is what, I don't know if you guys have Mills and Boons over there, or you do. I don't care if you're reading a Mills and Boons, you'll learn. And it's great to articulate yourself when you talk. You can learn lots of different words to bring in. I'm not talking about using words like aesthetic and so forth, and lots of people say, what is aesthetic? But there is such a word. But I think we learn by reading, and yeah, I'll read anything. You're a real night person, but tomorrow, good luck, Azzy. Let me know how that goes. Hating my life and the job isn't ideal. Well, like I always say to you, remember, keep looking. Not happy? Find something that you can get that you'll be more happy with. I don't know if we're ever totally happy with our job, but we can at least like it. Hi, Purple and Blue. Thank you so much for popping in. You've been missing in action. Me too. Remember, I had to do a catch up on your videos because I was MIA too, so it happens to us. You struck the like button. You have to go to bed early. No worries, Tommy. You've got work in the morning. Hi, Diana. Welcome and thank you. You've been offline from YouTube a lot, taking breaks. It's the way to do it, 23. People who care about you and want to be a part of your channel will come back. Doesn't matter whether you disappear for a few weeks, catch your breath, figure out what it is that you really want to talk about, what you want to put up, put a plan. Take the time to sit and plan some things out, and stay in advance. Maybe not put videos up every day. Put them up every second day or every third day. just be consistent. Nobody expects or shouldn't expect anybody to put up content every day of the week. And as much as I try, sometimes I don't either. Tommy says she hopes everybody has a great night. Yeah, Rainey gives me ideas. She said we've got some coming up. Who we got today? A punny. She's my little patternless spotted python. And I was saying that she's about 16 months old now. So she's cute as this little girl, and she'll grip my nose to hang on even, but eventually she won't be able to do that. So I'm making the most of it while she's little to just let her hang on my glasses, which is what she likes to do too. And they don't fall off me when a pony's on my glasses. So all the others squish me nose, and it's not very comfortable at all. YouTube should be natural. So whatever, one personal with people. And I agree. It really does. Did I frighten you then? I think I did. Somehow. But it does give you more personal contact, this live. I love it. But I can really I've often thought I've been sitting here over an hour. Thanks, Amber. You're sweet too. Knowledge is power. Absolutely, if you use it in the right way, it is. Lots of people don't, though. For Lily and Jack, for me, I will, Tommy, I will. See you, Azzy. Let me know. Just making rounds, yeah. I plan months in advance. I have videos for Halloween already. Wow. You are organised, Carl. I've got a few videos sitting there that I haven't edited, so I am in advance. Problem is I've got to learn to not say, like my last video where I said, and I cranked myself up afterwards and I went, well, it's the day after the Reptile Expo, but it was like 2 weeks after the Reptile Expo. So I never think before I say anything. And it was actually Azzy who said, the day after the expo, Gay, because she was right. It was 2 weeks later. But you get where I'm at. I just pick up the camera and I take a video and then I put it in there and I go, I'll put that up. But I get sidetracked and I see something else and go, no, I'll put this up instead. So I'm not missing Kenneth, the fam. Hi, welcome. Hi, Kelly. Welcome, Mary Allen. Hello from Oklahoma. Thanks, Kenneth. Much appreciated. I'm good, Kelly. How are you doing? Spoke to Kelly the other night. Is her name. And I had a cult that his name was Mopani. So I just changed it and called it Apani instead. Okay. Mattel in India, it's 6:18 a.m. What about there? And now I'm getting ready for Malati, I think is how you would say it. It's actually 10:51 here in Australia. So it's morning. Early morning. Thanks, Joe. Keep on top of it. I'm too addicted to YouTube. I think laugh out loud, and yeah, I never say dates. because I don't trust when I'll upload. And I have to do the same thing, Carl. I have to do exactly the same thing. Florida, you can, I believe, actually block that person completely, I think. Yeah, you've just hidden him. Good on you. Wait, do you have mods? Yeah, I do. I have Joe, and I have Neo, but Neo's not been very well, guys. So he hasn't been around very much. Ma'am, now I'm getting ready for my school. I'm in a standard, very good Malati, and I hope that you're doing really well at school. Very important to get your education. So thank you for popping in before you head off to school. I really appreciate you taking that time. Hi, Dee Dee. Mary Ellen. Yep, good job, mods. Very good job. I can actually go back and see if I can find him, actually, Joe, and I will block. I think I'll see. Put user, hide, no. Put user in timeout. No, just remove. That's what I'll do. Okay, I don't want anyone trolling you, bothering you. You're a kind heart. I know you don't, 23. If you are happy to be a mod here, I like, I needed some mods, and I never really felt that I should have to do that, but we know that we do. Shame, but we do. Sad that we do, but lots of not so nice people out there, I tell you. Oh, cool. Thanks for that, 23. Yeah, Joe got onto it. Very good. So, guys, I am going to ask you the question. You see so many snakes. Over there, you have got Craigslist, Wildlife. Hi, Nick. You're a busy boy. Thanks for popping in. Does bring out the worst in some folks. And why? I don't understand why. Where Sure Python, I'll be a mod for you. Cool. Thanks, 23. I'm sure I can do that. They've come a long way and fixed things up. Should be right now. You should be blue, as we say. But yeah, over there you've got Craigslist. Here we've got Gumtree. So many. I am a singer in YouTube. Please view my channel when I will be honoured. No worries. I shall do that, Malati. I will. But I want to but just find out, what do you think? Do you think these people, and you see them advertised as in needs a little bit of work, or you get round there and you find that the snake is, hi Connor, welcome. Thank you very much. You get round there and that snake's been living in deplorable conditions, and they're not healthy, they're underweight, many things going on. Do you think that people should have the right to sell them, or not have the right? Do you think they should sell them or give them? That is more my, hi, unbox Miss Mocha. welcome. Thank you so much for popping in. So it's wonderful. But yeah, I just want to know. I see so many snakes and for sale, and people want sometimes even more than what they paid for it. And I think to myself, hang on a minute, this snake you don't want anymore, but you want this amount of money for it. And I tell you what, I would refuse to take a snake that is not good in health, you can see has lived in crappy situation and is underfed, or is a grumpy. I don't think I should have to pay for a snake like that. I have 8 at the moment, Connor. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Malati. It's a lovely compliment. I think it's tricky. I have many snakes donated to me, but on the flip side, if you put up an ad, free snake, you also get some pretty terrible homes wanting it just because it's free. And that's so true, Nick. And I was going to go there myself eventually, but that's correct. So it's a catch-22. In some ways, it's good that somebody pays for the snake, but in other ways, it's not good. I don't. There's no way to govern it. There is no way to police it, I guess. But I just see so many people wanting even extraordinary amounts of money for a snake that you can't even get out of the enclosure without knowing that you're going to get bitten. And I would certainly not want that snake to go to somebody that's not going to treat it right. But I also know they're going to have a lot of trouble finding a home for that snake. And then we have people just letting them go or handing them into the RSPCA. And a lot of the times, those particular snakes don't get a home either. And we know what happens to those snakes. That, the RSPCA doesn't have time to put in with them to make them friendly. They do offer you snakes that they do say needs a little bit of work, and generally they're fairly honest with that, but they do get some that they just say no, it's not going to happen, and they put the time in with the ones that they can see that they can actually socialize a little bit, and then the next person can continue that on. But it's such a shame so many snakes get passed over because they're asking some ridiculous price for a snake that more often than not they don't want, or they can't handle it anymore. And not because of, I understand people move and go interstate, and there's laws, they go overseas and so forth. But, it is important, Nick, to make sure that they're going to a good home. And for me, I go and check the home, and I go and check where the snake's going to be living, and I check the enclosure and everything before I gave up my babies. So that was the deal. And without it, no photos. Don't give me a photo. Don't tell me what you've got. I want to see it. I would give my snake away if I had one. 23. Yeah, and I think there's a right way to do that. Absolutely, and be safe and know that your snake is going to a good home. So I think that's the key to it, maybe, Nick. For me, I requested if they wanted a free snake, I saw where that snake was going and maintain contact. It was a stipulation prior to giving my snake away. And they knew I was serious about how I felt about it, and they were all amazing. They really were. Not all of them were like me in their care at all, but they I knew the snake was going to be cared for. And there would be no ill effects to the snake. So some wanted them for a breeder, which I was perfectly fine with. So you can police it yourself. I would always put a price on a snake just to start off, skip the people who clearly can't afford the care. Yes, that is really important, although I guess in life, Nick, for me, I went through a time where I was so ill and I couldn't work. And I guess if I was looking at getting a snake, somebody would have said, you can't afford one. But I tell you what, in my home, I'd starve before my snakes would starve. So, and I tell you what, I just went shopping for rats, and I generally buy a bulk amount. And I am so fortunate, and I'm going to do a video for him, because he is an amazing guy who is so great to me. His feeders are amazing, and the food that he feeds them is top quality. And do you know what? People say Jessie has gotten so big. That's because of the feeders and how nutritious those feeders are for your snakes. Good, healthy rats and mice give you good, healthy snakes. Don't buy cheap. It's just not worth it. Honestly, it's not. And even though I don't pay expensive for them either. And what he will do for me, because Lily, as you know, is an adult mice eater. I wish an adult mouse, she only eats mice. I'll say it that way. What happens is Daryl will freeze them, and if they don't look right or one isn't sitting properly, there's nothing wrong with the mouse. He will actually take that out, or the couple out that look not right sitting in the packet, put them in a completely separate bag, put them to the side, and he waits till I've got an order, and he throws them in for nothing. Wow. You know, these are the sorts of people that you see, that you know, are great, nice people. I tell you, he saves me a lot of money. But my order, getting back to it, was $240 odd all up. And I got a lot of, I got 4 feeds for Jack, 5 or 6 for Jessie, the same for the littler ones, and Sia, and of course my mice for Lily, for a couple of months. That's not too bad. And then he took about 25% off. Really great guy. So find people that sell good feeders and buy from them consistently. And sometimes that isn't a big company at all. You can find good people that breed rats that do a good job, and you will cut your costs a little bit. So we'll do a video and I'll show you his feeders. But I certainly know my guys have grown heaps having their feeders or his feeders. And I wasn't going to recommend or do anything until I saw the results, and I'm actually seeing it. And look at Jack. My goodness, he's getting a big boy. Rosa Red, Lily are white, but I love you. Gee, Milady, you're just too nice. Thank you. But, ma'am, the snakes doesn't bite you? No. Nope. Snakes, they can. Absolutely, if you do the wrong thing, but no, they're not out to bite you. They're not really interested. Of course, Tessa, I could say a little bit differently about, as you know, at the moment. Hi, Rudy. Welcome. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. Have I missed anybody? I don't think so. I agree that almost every reptile I've sold has been to families. I've done parties for in the past, and it's usually a pretty minimal amount. Yeah, and that's great because you've been there, you've met them, you know them, and I think families are more inclined to be able to be responsible, actually, than some other people. And I'm not saying young ones can't be responsible either, because they can. But when you've got the cost and the care, if you're young, it's mum and dad you're going to rely on, I think. And I'm talking 12 and 14 and so on. I mean, there's no way I would sell a coastal to a 12-year-old. I just wouldn't do it. But if mum and dad were there and willing to be the support, I would let them have a coastal. But yeah, it's about thinking about the snake that you are selling or going to give away or sell. Not just pass it off to the first person that walks through your door. In other words, food certainly adds up. I have to breed my own. Kookaburra's mine. If you haven't looked at Wicked Wildlife's channel, I do highly recommend Nick's channel. I've watched Nick for a long time. If you want to know about our species here in Australia, or even if they're not, Nick has a wealth of knowledge, does amazing videos, and man, oh man, you free handle those venomous snakes, Nick. I am like, but I know that you know them, and I know that you're trusting of them, and I know that you're not stupid. But gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, I'm like, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, go have a look at his video, and he had a red belly, a copperhead, and he free handles them. But I'm guessing that he, like I said, he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's got a hook available, but yeah, go take a look. I think you'll enjoy his channel, actually. How are you, Dawn? It's good to see you, Starscream. How you doing? A rat I bought at PetSmart killed my ball python. She died shortly after she ate it. Oh my goodness, Starscream. I don't even know what to say to you, hun. Because something wasn't right. And I know ball pythons live a lot longer than 12 years. So actually, if I think about it, I watched a video just recently of a guy's had a green tree, and he fed her, as he always did, and he came back and she hadn't actually even eaten it, and it was a frozen thawed, and she was dead. I don't know. The only thing that he could actually think of was the she fell down. Well, she came down with her head when she struck the feeder, and he thinks that she put her head in the water bowl and drowned. She didn't want to let go of the rat, possibly, and was struggling to get her head out. And that was so sad, and that's why I watch my snakes when they take a feeder, and I watch them until they get it swallowed down. But Starscream, it was the rat. It had to have been the feeder. And I've heard so many bad reports about PetSmart. So many people have not got anything nice to say about them. And I guess for you, Starscream, you wouldn't go back there. Cool channel. Thanks, Starscream. I'm so sorry. That would have absolutely devastated you for that to happen. And you can't go in and say to them, you know, your rat killed my snake, because they just say, no, it didn't. Yeah, but we know. Something happened with that feeder. My phone was acting crazy. Thanks for coming back. I believe in my case it was. Yeah. How long ago did this actually happen, Starscream? Thanks, Dawn. I'm glad that you do. 5 years ago. Have you got any more since then, Starscream? Just see if she answers. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you've loved a snake so much that, yeah, you don't want to. I've gotten a red-tailed boa, but she's really mean. But she was really mean. Is she still mean, or is she settled, or is she starting to settle down? Because Azzy, who's clicked off now, and is getting some sleep, she's a beautiful red-tailed boa, sweet ass. If you want to go and have a look at Squeezy, you'll just see, yeah, how sweet they are. No worries, 23. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I've been a little bit spoiled, all by Tessa, with getting snakes that are pretty easygoing. Tessa isn't. Starscream. She's a bit of a moody girl, but once I get her out, she's generally not too bad. Although my last live stream, I had her out and she bit my grandson or nipped him. Wasn't a full-on bite, but she nipped him. So she's still got a little way to go. So we don't always get ones that pop out and love you. We do get ones that don't. So, but I hope you do get another snake at some stage. You obviously love them. To have a ball python for 12 years, be a missing piece of your life, I think, not having one. But then sometimes people go in a different direction as well. But I don't foresee my life ending with no snakes at all. I just hope I've got somebody who can care for them when I'm not here. I know you did. And if, in terms of your red tail, if you weren't able to handle her, for me, that's one of the most important things, isn't it? Having a snake is being able to not be afraid and handle them. But when you know that you can likely get a bite from them, it's not it's not great handling them when you're constantly thinking and watching whether they're going to bite you or they're not going to bite you. And like I said, I'm spoilt. The only one that I actually have to do that with is Tessa, and hopefully she'll settle down, and I'll have, which is Tessa, to be like her and just cruise. But I got to be at this particular stage. It's still 11:30 almost here. I've got the usual to do, the housework and the cleaning up, and I've just cleaned out Jack's enclosure this morning, so that takes a little while to do. It's not a little enclosure. So he was out earlier, but yeah, I decided not to keep him out. And he'd been out for about, I think, 2 hours. So I figured that was enough for Jack. So guys, I only ever really keep you on for an hour. People have busy lives, and I say that too, and we do. We do have them. And yeah, another day. And I will have a video up tomorrow, a little bit more personal, about me and my life as well. And who's in it? Maya. Actually, well, it starts off with Jack, because I was going to get Jack out, but I realised he was in shed, and Jack does not like to come out when he's blue. He doesn't like to come out even when he isn't in blue. So I wasn't going to force him to come out, so I ended up getting Maya out. So I'll get that video up tomorrow, which I hope you will enjoy. And today, as always, take care of you guys, yourself, your family, and I should add in your friends. Friends are important too. But your snakes and your animals. Hi, Shine Weather. I'm just finishing up, but thank you so much for popping in. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I want everybody to have a great week, because it'll be a week before I'm live again, and we'll speak to you. So everybody, go and say hello to everybody that you've met, and check out their channels and see what you think. And yeah, I love you all and appreciate every one of you for popping in today. So take care. Ciao. End stream game.